I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true.
Cari amici, buon pomeriggio a tutti e buona domenica. Oggi siamo qui con la live retro, dove faremo il finale di WWE SmackDown vs Raw 2006. Ovviamente dopo aver finito questo titolo, settimana prossima, quindi nella settimana di Natale, faremo, anzi continueremo o iniziare ufficialmente Need for Speed The Run, che abbiamo iniziato nella maratona, ho dovuto subito staccare. Quindi riprenderemo i titoli della maratona e poi quando finiremo anche il padrino faremo i titoli ovviamente della maratona. Allora, intanto vediamo che cosa succede. Vediamo che carica il tutto. Sempre Raw, mai SmackDown. Vabbè. Allora, ci siamo ragazzi per il gran finale. Per il gran finale di SmackDown. Anzi, questa volta di Raw. Allora, season mode continua. Sì, dobbiamo fare la Royal Rumble. Tempo della Rumble. Tempo di Rumble.
Yes, I see what you mean, Coach. I must admit his behavior has been a bit strange lately. Thank you for coming here tonight to bring that to my attention.
You wanted to see me, Vince?
Yes, thank you for coming to see me. I wanted to take this chance to compliment you on your hard work so far this year and let you know that it has not gone unnoticed. The matches you've competed in over the last few months have helped to determine your entry number into one of the greatest matches in sports entertainment, the Royal Rumble.
As you know, the Rumble takes place in 2 weeks. And tonight's match is your last chance to improve your entry number. And it must be your lucky day. Because Mr. McMahon, in his infinite wisdom, has come up with a typically brilliant plan to give you a choice of matches. You see, if you're fairly happy with your current number, you can compete in an Iron Man match tonight. When it's over, your opponent's number of pinfalls or submissions will be subtracted from yours. The resulting number will be added to your current entry number. So, if you score 3 points and your opponent scores 1, your entry number improves by 2. But if it's the other way around, your number falls by 2.
Or if you prefer to take a big risk for a big reward, you can compete tonight in a triple threat match against the number 1 and number 30 entrants. Win that match, and you'll get to enter the Royal Rumble last at number 30, which gives you a huge advantage. If you lose the triple threat, however, You'll enter at number 1 and have to face 29 other superstars in order to win.
I love it. That's sheer genius, Mr. McMahon.
Take it under advisement for a minute. Let me know which match you want to compete in tonight. Keep in mind that the higher your entry number, the later you enter the Royal Rumble, and the better your chances.
No, Triple Street. Allora, Tajiri ed Edge, quindi torna la nostra vecchia conoscenza. Vabbè, anche Tajiri con Eddie Guerrero.
Here comes the man who's currently scheduled to enter the Royal Rumble first. He's got a great opportunity to jump all the way to number 30 if he can win this triple threat match.
He could definitely use an upset win here tonight. Otherwise, he's got to hope for a miracle at the Rumble.
You think you know me?
I wonder what he did to make Mr. McMahon angry enough to put him in a match like this. His number 30 entry spot is at stake.
I have no idea, King, but it wouldn't be the first time he's found himself in Mr. McMahon's doghouse. That's for certain.
La
This
chitarrona.
superstar is taking a hell of a gamble. He's given up his entry number entirely and is guaranteed to leave here tonight as either the number 1 or number 30 entrant in the Royal Rumble.
He may have more guts than brains, JR, but you never can tell. Superstars have entered at number 1 and won the whole thing, and others have come in at number 30 and been tossed right over the top rope.
Ci siamo. La prima battaglia per arrivare alla resa dei conti sta per iniziare. Ovviamente credo che ne siano 3 o 4, adesso non ricordo. Allora, un attimo solo. Ok.
A textbook reversal there.
No matter who wins this one, everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King. But if you win, you don't have to deal with hurt pride on top of it.
Ciao,
I almost
Volpe,
feel bad for
buon
Taz and Michael
pomeriggio.
Cole. They never get to call
Come
matches
on.
as good as this.
Aspetta,
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with
come
you.
la va?
There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week. It's like he read his opponent's mind. I don't know where he thinks he's
Vabbè,
going.
Taciri
This
li
could be
sta
a mistake.
prendendo da tutte le parti, eh.
Oh, for the love of... Open your
Sì,
eyes,
ci
Ref.
richiamo.
I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one.
He countered that and made it look easy. These fans love confidence in their superstars, and that's just what they're seeing
Tutto
from him
bene,
here
tutto
tonight.
bene.
Well, he can do
Dai,
this until the cows come home.
oggi te
and
l'ho
that's not
fatta
gonna win him the match.
scappare con l'essere padrino, ma tornerà la settimana
See,
prossima.
JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best
Non ti preoccupare che
superstars,
tornerà.
the best fans.
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure
Dai, che
are,
oggi
JR,
ci fa-
and I love to hear it.
Ci finiamo SmackDown, così settimana prossima di domenica facciamo Need for
Can
Speed
you believe we
Run.
actually get paid to do this job,
Il
JR?
primo titolo
It's
della
like a dream
maratona.
come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the diva.
Come on,
Così
JR.
una volta finito
You know I'm
anche
helpless
il
when it comes to
padrino
puppies.
faremo il
Oh, I
secondo.
know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult
Sì,
the
sì, ma l'ho
intelligence
già
of these
vista.
WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
Come valuti questa cosa dei titoli non fatti in live, non averli fatti nella
These superstars are putting on
maratona?
a great match so far, JR.
Farli
But
nelle
if they
live
drop the ball,
normali.
these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy,
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case.
E la voce passa. Adesso mi senti?
Now, is it?
you can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
Ok, ti dicevo, come valuti questa cosa? Nel senso, visto che non ci sono stati titoli nella maratona e farli nelle live normali, come la vedi?
Remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty
okay.
badly banged up after a match. And it's been reversed.
You better tell the cameraman not... Watch out! He reversed it! Look at that! No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
Be that as it may, this isn't the sort of thing that wins matches, King. He's not going to get caught with that one.
I just don't get to Jerry, JR. All of those kicks and that mist? That's... Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
What a counter! I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was to have a champion who was utterly devoted to the business and to the fans, and who always... He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
No.
There's no love lost
Come va
between these
perdere la
competitors,
cosa.
that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But what a reversal.
I think these superstars
Adesso dovrei farcela.
JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
I don't believe it. The match is over.
Here's your winner, Chris Benoit.
Volpe. Yuhu. Ma la mia voce copre... cioè, nel senso, l'audio del gioco copre la mia voce? Che se no abbasso... Se no abbasso. Yeah. Ah, ok, ok. Basta me lo dite, eh. Ok. Allora, Volpe, che effetto ti ha fatto vedere Dran? Ma forse sai perché? Sai perché? Hai pensato il motivo per cui ho messo Dran anche? Vediamo se ci arrivi. Lo so, lo so. Ok, William Regal, Christian Harrigan, ok. Taratarata, paraparapa. Mo' ci vediamo le intro.
The following contest is an over-the-top rope six-man battle royal. On the way to the ring, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds, Edge.
Eccomi.
And the opponent, residing in Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
And the opponent, from Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing 191 pounds, the Hurricane. From Toronto, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Christian. From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
Mamma mia.
And the opponent, from Blackpool, England, weighing 245 pounds, William Regal.
Sì, quella è la... Allora, il nome così è la versione originale in inglese, ma come l'ho scritto io, Volpe, è la versione riadattata italiana, quella di Mediaset. Mi scusi lei, mi scusi lei. Ci sono dei problemi tecnici. Vabbè, torno subito intanto, Vado a posare il piatto, che mi sono mangiato una parte del tiramisù rimasto. Allora, qua non va. Aspetta, Volpe. Devo fare una cosa. Devo fare una cosa tecnico-tattica. Taratarata, taraparapa. Siccome i dischi sono un po' consumati, il lettore fa fatica, però funziona. L'importante è che mi funzioni. Visto? Basta chiedere. La mia amata e vecchia PS2 fa il suo dovere. Anche perché sono molto legato alla PS2. Perché tu calcola che io l'ho avuta nel 2006. Calcola quest'anno quanti anni sono. Perciò la voglio sfruttare. Scusate, chi è che mi dà una mano? Bravo Randy. Calcola quanti anni. No, maledetto. No, non ci provare,
He's going up. This could backfire. You're not going to get him with that. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse. What a reversal.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
He's a slippery devil.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and
quindi ti
clear
fa
here
capire
tonight.
Volpe come me la so tenuta
I've said
cara.
a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
Bravo William.
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
Quanti anni sono la
I think
tua,
I see where
Volpe?
this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I'd bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
Ma quanto la mia o un pochino di più?
You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR. I've got gotta say,
ok.
JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another...
He might as well start walking back to the locker room. And that's the match.
Ma guarda Volpe, se le cose te le sai tenere a lungo ti durano. Bisogna sapersele tenere e basta. E curare.
We may have just seen a glimpse of what's to come at the Royal Rumble this Sunday.
Yeah, things are looking good for him now, but if there's one thing you can expect from the Rumble, it's that you never know
Ciao
what to expect
Matt.
from
Esatto. Come stai, Matt? Tutto bene. Te come stai? Volpe puoi fare... Bravissimo. Volpe oramai fa tutto automaticamente. Come va, Matt? Come va? Bene, grazie. Allora, com'è andata la live? Il ritorno su Twitch, Matt? Cioè, la connessione va bene, non va bene? Non va bene.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, earlier tonight we witnessed a classic bout for the World Heavyweight title. So before we begin the Royal Rumble match, allow me to formally introduce you to your new World Heavyweight Champion. You see, despite Eric Bischoff's apparent desire to keep the World Heavyweight Championship vacant, Raw will indeed have a champion to represent the brand at WrestleMania. And speaking of Eric Bischoff, I plan on personally coming to Raw tomorrow to get an explanation from him as to why he's been vacating every title on the brand.
Mr. McMahon's coming to Raw tomorrow night. I'd hate to be in Eric Bischoff's shoes right about now.
Who wouldn't, generally speaking?
Now remember, the man who wins tonight's Royal Rumble will earn a title opportunity at the greatest sports entertainment spectacle of all time, WrestleMania 22. Yes, the road to WrestleMania begins right here, right now, in this very ring.
No chance, that's what you got.
Allora, che mi racconta? Chris Benoit è stato un... Sì? Guarda, diventerai uno dei miei streamer preferiti se tu mi indovini. Guai a te, Volpe, se indovini, se no ti banno. Il mio wrestler in assoluto. Volpe lo sa. Sì, lo so, ma non lo posso giocare io.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Rumble match. Introducing first, from Japan, weighing 205 pounds, Tajiri.
You think you know me.
Introducing the individual who drew number 2. From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds, Edge.
No, nemmeno. Ok. No, ci arrivi, ci puoi arrivare, è stato uno dei grandi. Anche molto amato.
They've got no respect for everything he's done for them.
Oh, you're full of it, King. These fans don't give a damn about it because they know that Edge doesn't give a damn about them either.
How can you say that, JR? Edge is one of the most exciting and dynamic superstars on the Raw roster. And I hope you don't drive him to SmackDown with the way you slander him. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleague, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
King.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like
Vuoi che te lo dico o lo vuoi vedere nel
He's not the dirtiest
gioco?
player in the game, JR. He's a shoe-in for second place. The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No
No.
doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
È defunto.
There he goes. He's out of the match. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. He reversed it.
Eddie Carrero. Qui là, a stio.
Up and over and out. Eliminated. Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans.
No, pesante,
but I don't think
pesante.
that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
Aveva una muscolatura possente,
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight. Rob Van Dam is such an amazing... He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
Ah, Chris Masters.
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
There's the reversal.
Guarda Matt, ti do un aneddoto, non so se tu lo sai o ti sarà dimenticato. Poco prima di morire Eddie Guerrero doveva andare a lottare per vincere il secondo titolo mondiale della WWE.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned,
what a counter!
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, this match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
È vero, ma io perciò tengo a cuore sto gioco, perché c'erano quelli i più grandi.
Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have.
Poi guarda caso, graficamente all'epoca fu spettacolare. Cioè, secondo me sfruttava al massimo tutte le potenzialità della PS2.
He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
Sì. Poi non lo so, guarda Matt, io non lo seguo più da quando è morto Eddie Guerrero, perché io seguivo Eddie Guerrero fino al momento in cui è morto, e tengo anche la puntata speciale dedicata a lui, registrato con i tempi valenti e recalcati. Quindi grazie Volpe.
You know, King, some superstars aren't judged by their win-loss record alone. And just because Scotty might never be a world heavyweight doesn't mean that he... Excellent counter. What brings Is there any superstar in WWE who can go toe-to-toe with that man, The Undertaker? I don't think there is.
Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? There's no way The Undertaker's going to win this match. Just look at him.
Oh, I am, King. I'm looking at one of the most... And there's the elimination. He countered that and made it look easy. That's one fewer superstar in this match.
No.
I know you're not a fan of everybody in this match, JR, but you've got to respect their dedication to this business.
Oh, absolutely, King. I don't have to like everyone on the roster to acknowledge that they've all worked long and hard to master their craft.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
Dai, ci siamo. Tra poco combattiamo anche noi.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low down,
Eccolo, ciao.
despicable move that was.
Sì. A proposito, mi ha fatto ricordare una cosa.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night,
Ma lo stanno dicendo tutti, lo sai? Io l'ho giocato comunque.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
Ma guarda, me lo stanno dicendo tutti. Questo tengo molto particolarmente perché è stato l'ultimo con Eddie vivo. Ecco
it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injury.
And that's easier said than done, JR.
Ciao Nicla, benvenuta. Come stai?
A textbook reversal there. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not...
He's cocking back!
What a shot!
Bene, sì.
Punch!
Allora ti vuoi godere questa
Who's
live?
going to win this match? But I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious because I know that's unlucky. Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple. There's absolute... That's it.
Okay,
the match is over
Regal.
for that particular superstar. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR.
Va bene. Buon game allora, Nicla.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. It's like he read his opponent's mind. I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week.
Va benissimo Matt, grazie mille per essere passato, grazie per la compagnia e ti aspetto nelle prossime. Poi quando posso vengo anche da te.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match. Oh no! He's got his opponent's leg. You know what that means?
The figure four! He's got the figure four locked in, JR!
E di che
swiftly. Chavo's family must be so proud of him, upholding the family tradition the way he does.
Well, if I was a Guerrero, I'd make sure that Chavo's invitation to the family reunion got lost in the mail.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites game. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That could be hazardous to your health for sure.
E fu così che io
Saw that one
non
coming.
andrò a combattere.
Yes, that's an elimination. He's not going to get caught with that one.
Ciao,
There's a
ciao,
16
Chavito.
time.
You're not going to get him with that one.
Let me tell you,
Anche a me, io non so se lo
JR.
continuo più tardi o domani, non lo so. Perché devo finire di registrare i finali alternativi di Beyond Two
I
Souls.
thought I'd pick the winner before the
E
match
poi
started,
stasera
JR.
la live
Now I'm
del
having
3
second
remake.
thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
Watch out! He reversed it! I don't think anyone's walking away from this match unscathed.
No doubt about it, King. This one's going to be hell on the anatomy for sure.
Eccolo Eddie.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes
Ciao,
in all
Fra.
of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
I can't believe he countered that one. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE Super. That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
Rey Mysterio.
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. Looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now.
No.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling
No,
himself the
no, no, no,
Heartbreak
no,
Kid?
no, no, maledetti, mi tocca
The referee has called
rifare,
for the bell. That's it.
mi tocca rifare, perché Maledetti John Cena e Shawn Michaels.
The music.
What's going on?
I have no earthly idea.
Hold it right there, pal. That was pretty smooth, and you almost got away with it. The next time you try to cheat and switch Rumble entry numbers, make sure you're not doing it in front of a hidden security camera.
I don't believe it. He cheated. Why, of all the...
I thought there was something fishy about him, JR.
I will not have the greatest match in sports entertainment tarnished like this, damn it! On my personal authority, I'm reversing the referee's decision and disqualifying you. I want the Royal Rumble restarted right away with these 6 participants. We're gonna have a legitimate winner here tonight, by God.
It's not over after all. The Royal Rumble is going to be restarted.
You heard Mr. McMahon, JR. It's not going to be over until we have a legitimate winner. Haven't I told you that cheaters never prosper?
Che balle, mo mi tocca rifare tutto. Allora,
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
Nope. That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's
se
not
Carlito
gonna
mi
win over any
desse una
fans for that
mano.
move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
dai.
And it's been reversed.
Boom.
I think I know.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
No.
It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Maybe so. But one or two big moves could completely change the complexion of this match.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple.
No. No.
That went nowhere.
I
Dai.
don't believe it.
No,
He's
ma
been
non ci
eliminated.
credo.
It's over. Chalk up
Sì,
another
vabbè,
win for that
dai,
man right
facciamo
there.
la terza. No, vabbè.
Here's your winner, Scotty 2 Hotty.
Niente, la Royal Rumble sta dando rematch. Rifacciamo. Per la terza volta.
can't believe he countered that one. You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping. He's going up. This could backfire.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple.
There's the reversal. I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was to have a champion who was utterly devoted to the business and to the fans, and who always went out to that ring and gave.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation. Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be? That's one fewer superstar.
Oh my gosh, it's over, JR.
Here's your winner, Randy Orton.
No, vabbè.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple.
That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
He countered that and made it look easy.
Up and over and out. Eliminated. What a counter.
Spike Dudley used to be such a crowd favorite. He used to have more fans than many superstars on the SmackDown roster.
Watch out. He reversed it. I feel like we shouldn't even be talking during this match, JR. We should just silently admire the masterpiece. Like we were looking.
Excellent counter.
Right,
What ring presence.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. A textbook reversal there. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
You're not going to get him with that one. A lot of blood. And there's the elimination.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Keith. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts. And it's been reversed.
No.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious... He took
Ce
it right
l'abbiamo
over the top
fatta,
rope,
finalmente.
down to the floor, and that's it! The match is over!
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner of the 2006 Royal Rumble. He outlasted 29 other superstars to do it. And by God, he's going to get a title shot at WrestleMania 22. What a night for him.
What a night for Raw! We've got a new World Heavyweight Champion and a new #1 contender. I love the Royal Rumble, JR.
Ce l'abbiamo fatta. Dai, perfetto. Vai così, Volpe. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. Adesso il gran finale. La resa dei conti con Triple H.
There's no point in drawing this out any longer than necessary. For the past several months, I've heard nothing but complaints from the Raw superstars and fans about the way Eric Bischoff has vacated damn near every title on Raw. So, Eric, I'm giving you a chance to come on out to this very ring right now and explain your actions. Well, Eric, I don't think I have to remind you that you stand on dangerous ground here tonight. So what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, Mr. McMahon, as everyone knows, I used to be in charge of WCW, the most dominant force in the sports entertainment industry. What was it? 88 weeks in a row that we beat this very show in the ratings? 88 straight weeks.
Yeah, and we all know how that turned out.
I used to be the undisputed king of sports entertainment.
I take exception to that.
And now look at me. I became nothing more than a lackey, under the thumb of WWE Board of Directors and the almighty Vince McMahon. Well, I'm sick of it. I've been sick of it for a long time. And about 6 months ago, I decided to do something about it. I was approached by someone who promised me enough financial backing to raise a new sports entertainment empire that would rival the mighty WWE. In exchange for his support, all I had to do was handicap Raw in any way I could, while at the same time lend my genius to this new venture of yours.
Genius?
So I stripped the Raw superstars of their titles and put them in the most grueling matches conceivable. And all the while, my partner was making deals and targeting the WWE for a hostile takeover. Now you're probably wondering why I've chosen to reveal this master plan tonight. Well, quite frankly, it's so close to fruition that not even the great Vince McMahon can stop us now. So it is my great pleasure to introduce you to my partner. He is a true titan of business and sports entertainment.
Save it! It's JBL, right?
What?
John Bradshaw Layfield, the WWE champion. That's your partner, am I right?
Mr. McMahon's one step ahead of Bishop.
You see, I've known about your pathetic little scheme for a month, Eric. Did you seriously think you could just start vacating Raw titles without me taking an interest in why you were doing it?
I think Mr. McMahon may be miles ahead of Bischoff.
I've already contacted SmackDown General Manager Theodore Long, and although JBL doesn't even know it yet, this titan of business and sports entertainment, as you call him, has been stripped of his WWE title and fired from SmackDown. I know JBL's on his way here, and I also knew you two had planned some dramatic unveiling for your so-called master plan. Well, JBL's going to get a bit more drama than he bargained for when he arrives here tonight. You see, I've got someone waiting for JBL in the parking lot. The man who won an opportunity to challenge Triple H for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania.
Raw's #1 contender is going to meet JBL in the parking lot? What does that mean, JR?
I don't think he's there to roll out the red carpet, King.
I thought it might be a good warm-up for Raw's title contender to take on a world champion before WrestleMania. So when JBL shows up here tonight, he's going to find himself in a parking lot brawl. And by my watch, JBL should be arriving right about now.
You can't be serious. You can't do this to me. I'm Eric Bischoff. I'm the general manager of Raw. I'm the only man to take on Vince McMahon and win.
Eric, in case you haven't figured it out by now, the only thing you are is you're fired.
And not a minute too soon. Thank you, Mr. McMahon.
But that's not all. There's going to be a parking lot brawl between JBL and Raw's #1 contender.
JBL may be a true titan of business, but he's about to find out what happens when he sticks his 10-gallon head into Raw's business. And there isn't a damn thing Bischoff can do about it anymore.
Voglio vedere te capito, Volpe. Allora,
one, two.
oh, dai, a posto, così. Oh.
One, two, three.
Here's your winner, Chris Benoit.
Ok, la prima è andata. Vai così. Adesso andiamo con la seconda. Andiamo va. Vediamo, va. Che cosa c'è adesso?
Last week in that parking lot brawl.
JBL was plotting with Eric Bischoff to undermine Raw, and they both got what was coming to them.
I won't shed a tear for either of them, JR. But what's Raw going to do now that our general manager has been fired?
Last week, on behalf of all the Raw superstars, I taught SmackDown a lesson about what happens when you try to mess with the dominant brand of sports entertainment. And Vince McMahon gave me his personal assurance that there will be no more interference from SmackDown until after WrestleMania, which is just how I want it. I've shed blood, sweat, and tears to get to where I am today. The World Heavyweight title is the crown jewel in our business. And it brings out the best in every superstar that comes near it. Eric Bischoff could never understand that. And that's one reason why he's the ex-general manager of Raw.
Amen to that.
Champion, Triple H. He won the title at the Royal Rumble. Remember, JR?
How could I forget?
It's all about the game and how you play it.
You know, I usually disagree with this Joker about damn near everything. So I'm as shocked as anyone else to realize that we're on the same page this time. This is the crown jewel of our business. This is the ultimate prize. It's the last thing on every superstar's mind when they go to sleep at night, and the first thing on their mind when they wake up.
I have to admit he's right, King. If the World Heavyweight title isn't on your mind, you're in the wrong business.
And the single, ultimate reason this title means so much is because it's around the waist of me. The game. Every loser in the back thinks that if he can wear this title, he might one day be good enough to be mentioned in the same breath as Triple H.
Imagine that, JR. Who wouldn't want to be mentioned alongside an all-time great like Triple H?
Oh, please.
But listen to me very carefully. This title is a part of me, and I am a part of it. Without the title, my life has no meaning. Without me, this title is just a belt. Yeah, you may have your opportunity against me at WrestleMania, but you'll never beat me for this title. You'll never take away that part of me, so take a good look now, because this is the closest you will ever come to it as long as I'm around. And why? Because I'm that damn good.
Oh my gosh! Triple H just knocked him out cold!
What a noble champion. I tell you what, Triple H makes me sick. He just won the title, and I already can't wait to see somebody take it away from him, damn it.
We've only been without a general manager for a week, and already Raw is turning into a madhouse.
Povero Chris.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Well, look who it is. It's the Great Green Tomato. What's up, kid?
Now listen up, you dastardly villains. The Hurricane is here to bring you to justice and truth, honor, and integrity to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, yeah? And how are you gonna do that exactly?
By relieving you of that title, of course. With justice on my side and my hurrah powers at my disposal, an evildoer like you doesn't stand a chance.
Kid's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, but it's not pumping any blood to his brain.
Hold on a second. You want a World Heavyweight title match? You? Against me? For this? Man, I don't think I'm ready to take on a superhero tonight. At least not by myself. Tell you what, how about you and your sidekick there take on me and Ric Flair? Right here, right now.
Surely you are familiar with the concept of a superhero team-up, Citizen Contender. For one night only, I will take you on as my her sidekick and join forces with you to defeat Triple H's evil schemes. The battle is joined.
Buongiorno signor, anzi buon pomeriggio. Come va? Come va? Aspettavo tanto il suo arrivo. Torno subito, va? Torno subito. Allora. E beh, certo, mi pare ovvio.
When I look at Triple H,
certo.
all I see is law. That went nowhere.
Sei pur sempre disgraziata, no?
I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. I think that in the future, superstars are going to talk about Triple H the way superstars from Triple H's generation talk about Ric Flair.
The idea that Triple H might potentially become a role model to the next generation turns my stomach, King. I hope to hell you're wrong.
Hope all you want, JR, but you know I'm right. Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
Allora, signor, ascolta. Ho deciso di fare SmackDown oggi, così il weekend prossimo riprenderemo Need for Speed The Run.
He really is the only diamond in this business.
I bet I can help you out there, King. He's arrogant. He's selfish.
I think that's a tag.
So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then.
Appunto, giovedì faccio il 2015 e domenica The Run.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
4.
Non sei contento?
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King.
Brave, mi fa piacere.
And here's the pin.
No. Madonna, ma perché non mi capisci? Se ho detto che giovedì faccio il 2015 e domenica The Run.
And it's been reversed. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
This is the perfect chance for a finisher.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise their
ovvio.
God bless the
No,
First Amendment,
aspetta,
JR.
dipende come va con Resident Evil 3.
He reversed it. I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
You've got to love Ric Flair. The Nature Boy doesn't let anything stand in his way.
Yeah, including the rules. I think if Flair wasn't a WWE superstar, he'd make a great lawyer or politician.
He got the tag! Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned.
What a reversal.
One.
Vai, Hurricane.
Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion, JR. 16 times. There's gotta, he saw that one coming.
4.
am so... Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you can come down that hurt.
And now he's bringing in his partner.
Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE. But I think he's lying through his tooth.
Will you stop? How can you possibly not like Chris Benoit, King? How can you not have respect for his opponent? We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. 2. There's the kick out. No surprise there.
Aspetta. Ti immagini il Panzer il giorno prima una Ferrari e una Porsche 9Z, il giorno... Ma assolutamente no.
This is a mistake, JR.
Why?
Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Why? Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
2. 3.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match.
LOL.
That's for damn sure.
Vabbè, le comiche.
Looks like a tag to me.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking...
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic. 1.
No.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? I don't think his attempt to get this crowd on his side is paying off here.
He's not trying to get the crowd on his side, JR. He's letting everyone know that he's going to win this one, whether they like it or not.
3.
Perfetto, dai che si vince.
What a vicious chair shot.
Vinco semplice, vinco facile. Pongi, pongi, popopom, para para, pongi, pongi, popopom. Ah, signora, io aspetto ancora la risposta da te, tra l'altro. Ma sono virtuali, signor. Rileggiti i miei messaggi, quelli lunghi.
There's the Hurricane and his sidekick in the GM's office. But who's in the GM's chair, JR?
I have no idea, King. It's not Eric Bischoff. That's for damn sure.
Oh, Madonna.
Oh, no!
You've got to be kidding me.
Surprise! I bet you two didn't expect to see the coach in the general manager's chair.
You're the new general manager of Raw?
What's up with that?
Well, Mr. McMahon likes to say that I'm the interim general manager and that he's still looking for a permanent replacement. But I think we all know that he's just saying that to smooth over some bruised egos. I mean, where's he gonna find a better GM than the coach?
All right, well, if you're done talking about yourself, let's talk about Triple H and what he did to me last week.
I was just getting to that. Don't rush the coach, or I'll strip you of your title shot. Ha! Just kidding. The coach is famous for his sense of humor. Now, I know you two gentlemen are skeptical, but let me make a couple of matches for you as a show of good faith. Now, I can't put you and Triple H against each other just yet, or it would spoil WrestleMania for the coach's fans. But I will give you a shot tonight against Triple H's right-hand man, Ric Flair, in a submission match. And as for you, Hurricane, I'm going to give you exactly what you were looking for last week. A World Heavyweight title match tonight against Triple H himself.
A title match? What is he thinking?
Holy career opportunity for Citizen Coach. What happens when I beat Triple H tonight and win the World Heavyweight title? Surely you don't expect me to fight my sidekick at WrestleMania.
You beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title? You're a funny guy, Hurricane. Sometimes I think you're almost as funny as me. Now move along, gentlemen. The coach is a busy man, and you've got matches to prepare for.
What an absolute jackass.
What has Raw done to deserve that moron as a general manager?
Ok. Quindi tocca fare prima lo scontro con Ric Flair. Vabbè, tanto lo faccio subito.
The following contest is a submission match. On the way to the ring, from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Residing in Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit.
LOL. Chris Benoit. Ok, dopo la live ti rispondo. Comunque, signor, visto che vedrai questo gioco per l'ultima volta, che effetto ti fa? Visto che lo stai giocando anche te, ma tanto immagino che prendi le mazzate da tutte le parti, quindi ho detto tutto. Ah, eri. Ah, quindi non lo sei attualmente. Bene.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any...
He saw that one coming.
Po' calata, sì, come no. Ma se... Ma per... Hai pensato di portarlo in live, signor? Con l'emulatore?
Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bolting shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know.
Signor?
And it's been reversed.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
Va bene, nel caso fai una prova, che te frega. Può essere che anche i wrestler hanno, come si dice, l'effetto Volpe come a Dragon Ball.
See what happens next.
I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and
si
time
vede che
again.
tiene un si vede che tiene un PC, mamma mia. Il mio è un carro armato come il padrone, ma questo naturalmente si sa.
You better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. We don't want people's TV screens cracking.
I don't think Benoit ever won any beauty contest, King. That's probably because he was too busy putting his body on the line year after year to rise to the very top of this business.
Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King.
Quelli che leggono. Brava, finalmente ha detto una cosa più che saggia.
You've got to love Rick. He countered that one perfectly. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job.
Rope break.
Vuoi vedere che lo vado a prendere appena ho i soldi dal lavoro? Lo vuoi vedere? Lo sai che non mi devi stuzzicare. Perché se mi stuzzichi hai sempre il resoconto. Quindi è inutile. Ma si ritorce contro però, signor. Sì, sì, gne, sì, sì.
Ric Flair's a 16.
He countered that and made it look easy. There's absolutely... Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way. He did it! The match is over!
Ma non penso proprio.
Here's your winner, Chris Benoit.
Non farmi ridere, signor, non farmi ridere. Voglio vedere a te.
Why do I get the feeling that Triple H isn't very concerned about tonight's title defense, JR?
The odds may be stacked against the Hurricane, there's no doubt. But that young hero has all the heart in the world.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
King, you know what they say. Anything can happen in the WWE.
Some kryptonite in that sledgehammer. That's got to be the shortest title defense on record, JR.
It wasn't even a defense. The damn match didn't ever start. But I guarantee you one thing, Triple H isn't going to get off that easy at WrestleMania.
I wonder what our interim general manager is going to do about this.
Allora, signor, non so se te l'ho detto. Questa dopo aver concluso SmackDown farò The Run. Ma quando finirò il Padrino farò Is Combat. Poi dopo Is Combat farò Crash 2. Poi Gran Turismo. Così almeno mi faccio i giochi della maratona. Sì, sì.
Illustrious interim general manager, the coach, made this match tonight between Chris Jericho and the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title.
I don't get it, JR. What's Jericho got to do with the issues between Triple H and the #1 contender?
I have no earthly idea what goes on in Jonathan Coachman's head. And I certainly have no idea why he made this match, King.
I think Coach is the only person who can make me nostalgic for Mick Foley's term as general manager.
Comunque, signor, come giudichi questo programma? Vorrei sapere tanto da te, visto che tu lusinghi i retro game. Vabbè, fatti da te poi, lasciamo perdere.
Residing in Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit.
Va bene, Nick. Guarda, cioè, gli ho fatto anche una domanda. Si vede proprio che io non la devo più rispondere. Tu devi scrivere 50 cose in un secondo. Hai le mani bioniche, quindi. Senta, con lei non ho problemi. Io devo parlare con te.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
Meglio così. Ma tanto domani viene l'amico a casa. Vediamo cosa si può fare.
We don't want people's TV screens cracking.
I don't think Benoit ever won any beauty contest, King. That's probably because he was too busy putting his body on the line year after year to rise to the very top of this business.
One. Two.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Three.
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition.
Ma assolutamente no, uno dei più grandi lottatori. Vabbè, ma tu che capisci?
Part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated
a reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Nemmeno per Eddie. Vergogna, vergogna, non farti più vedere.
I don't think I've ever seen a superstar who overrates himself as much as Chris Jericho does.
Sì, non l'hai nominato, vergognati.
I don't know if he's any Elvis King, but he's a very... Did you see that? Ring the damn bell! You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal.
Ma basta scriverlo.
I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here.
Ma che gioca sporco. È la mia tattica.
And I'm sure tonight will be no different.
Peccato che non possiamo giocare, se no facevo tutte le mosse lealmente pur di batterti.
These WWE fans wouldn't support him like they do if he wasn't any good, King.
He saw that one coming.
Ma assolutamente no.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King, and even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
Ma finiscila. No, devo trovare, sai che cosa devo...
Isn't the world heavyweight champion anymore, JR? I couldn't stand it when
Aspetta,
Raw was being
arbitro,
represented by someone
fatti un
like
bel
him.
volo, va.
Oh, yeah. What a... Oh, no. The referee's been knocked out. This can't be good.
Are you kidding?
L'arbitro è fuori uso per un momento. Tanto l'arbitro
He countered that and made it look easy.
I wonder if SmackDown's going to have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with
È
a
arrivato
match like
l'arbitro.
this?
I don't think anyone's...
If there's the submission, there might not be any way out of it.
There'd better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here. I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering. What a counter!
I never get tired of watching Chris Jericho in the ring. Every time he goes out there, he reminds me of why he's the first ever undisputed champion and has held the Intercontinental title more times than any other superstar.
I don't know how you can say that, JR. I mean, sure, Jericho's gotten lucky.
He's not going to get caught with that one. I think the damage has been done here, King.
One good submission could end this, JR. I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission.
Oh my gosh, it's over, JR.
Ma qua su sto gioco ti fai le peggio risate. Le peggio risate su sto gioco.
Surprised that Triple H and Flair couldn't keep their noses out of this. Of course, with noses like theirs, it's tough for them to keep them out of just about everything.
Come on, Jericho. Get in there.
Voglio.
Triple H, Nature Boy, look out!
Hey! The deal was that I'd stay out of the way after the match. I didn't say that you two jackasses should throw me out of the damn ring.
Deal? What's Jericho talking about?
Oh, what's the matter, Jericho? Did you get hurt taking a little tumble out of the ring? Were we too rough for you? Well, let me tell you something. You're gonna get it a lot worse than that when I give you the first World Heavyweight title opportunity after WrestleMania. So let me ask you, was it worth a little beating? Or do you want to head home and cry yourself to sleep?
Oh, it's absolutely worth it, Triple H. And don't misunderstand me. I can take whatever you dish out. But if you try and double-cross Y2J, you're never gonna make it to WrestleMania, Junior.
I can't believe that Chris Jericho would sell his soul to that devil, Triple H.
At least he got a good price for it, JR. As long as Triple H retains the title at WrestleMania, Jericho's the next #1 contender.
Lo so. Io l'ho provato uno su PS4, non mi ci sono trovato. Non mi ci sono trovato. Sì. Non lo ricordo perché c'era un amico, non mi ricordo. Ok. Allora, se non vado errato, dopo questa dovrebbe esserci lo scontro finale, eh.
Well, here comes the #1 contender for Triple H's title at WrestleMania. But at the moment, he's got his sights set on a little payback against Y2J, Chris Jericho.
If you ask me, he's got more guts than brains, JR. He's going to WrestleMania, yet here he is demanding a rematch with Y2J. And not just any match, a TLC match.
There's that damn sellout, Jericho. I hope he's proud of himself.
You can't tell me that you'd do anything different if you were in his shoes, JR. Jericho wants to make sure his opponent doesn't show up at WrestleMania in any condition
Ciao
to win the World Heavyweight.
Dargil, buonasera.
That's right, King. If Triple H loses the championship, Jericho won't get his title opportunity.
Come stai? Abbastanza bene, dai.
am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was to have a champion.
His opponent telegraphed that one. You better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. We don't want people's TV screens cracking.
I don't think Benoit ever won in...
There's the reversal! After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are
Immagine
trained
male.
professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE. But I think he's lying through his tooth.
Will you stop? How can you possibly not like Chris Benoit, King? How can you not have respect for his accomplishments?
What accomplishments? I can't believe he counted that one.
There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
I don't think I've ever seen a superstar who overrates himself as much as Chris Jericho does. He must think he's Elvis or something.
I don't know if he's any Elvis, King, but he's a very successful rock star, and he's a hell of a superstar to boot.
Devo provare, sai che no, l'altro
I think I know who's gonna win this
vada,
one, JR.
come si posso
Really?
dire?
Aiuta.
Aiuta.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick. I'm not so sure this is going to be a short match if no one takes that ladder from him.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it.
It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything. You're not going to get him with that one.
No.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. Jericho's so in love with the sound of his own voice that it wasn't enough for him to have an interview show on Raw. He had to go and become a rock star, too.
These WWE fans wouldn't support him like they do if he wasn't any good, King. That's not egotism, a reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things... Oh, boy! Here it comes! Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except for
tosta.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a picture of my
No, maledetto.
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
Vabbè, oh, sta più combattendo Ric Flair e non Jericho.
No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much.
Wow! That ladder's like a battering ram, JR! Did you see that, JR? The table practically exploded! He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to?
Vabbè.
I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw. I don't care who you are. A few hits from a steel ladder will take all the fight out of it.
Vabbè, sono pirla comunque.
I never get tired. He's not going to get caught with that one. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, Jay.
Oh, what a shot from that steel chair. A textbook reversal there.
Here's the cover, JR.
That went nowhere. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off season. It's not like you've got a fist fight 15 feet in the air. This isn't going to be pretty. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
These superstars can make it through this match.
Ecco, ripreso in mano la situation.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense physical competition. So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
No. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then.
He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
Then maybe he's not smart enough to realize how dangerous his opponent really is.
Olè, vai così, vai così.
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. What do you think of the match so far, JR?
Mamma che liscio di Jericho.
One hell of an exhibition.
Here's the pin. Could this be it?
2, 3.
Listen to the crowd.
These superstars took each other.
Per una volta vincono loro. Vabbè, tanto non era importante vincere adesso, perdere adesso. Anzi, vincere. Quello che si prende le mazzate adesso.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing, Jericho? First you orchestrate an attack on my #1 contender after your match last week. And then you double team him here tonight? And for what? A title match against Triple H after WrestleMania? In case you've forgotten, the coach is the general manager of Raw.
Interim general manager.
You beat me to it, JR.
And that means the coach calls the shots around here. So Jericho, Flair, get the hell out of my ring before I lose my temper. And believe me, you don't want to be in the ring with the coach when I lose my temper.
Looks like Coach bit off more than he can chew. I can't say I'm sorry to see it, but I am sorry to say that it looks like Triple H's henchmen are still running the show here on Raw.
What did Coach expect? Talking to two former world champions like that. If you want to order Raw superstars around like that, you'd better be able to back it up. Say, that gives me an idea.
What are you talking about, King?
I'll tell you later, JR. But first, I've got to give Mr. McMahon a call.
Mal di schiena. Signor, mal di schiena. Ok. Signor, sei pronto? Sei pronta per il gran finale? Mal di schiena. Sì.
Okay, Christy, Stacy, let's go through tonight's schedule one more time. First, we've got a bikini contest, followed by a bra and panties match. And then there's the Diva Talent Show and the evening gown match. And then you two in a pie-eating contest. Oh, I love Raw.
I never thought I'd see it. Jerry the King Lawler as interim general manager of Raw.
Okay, girls, I've got to deal with some serious business here. I'll see you two later tonight.
Okay, Lawler. If you're about done hitting on the divas...
Hold it right there. First of all, watch your tone. I'm the interim general manager of Raw, so you need to respect the position. I'm not a jerk like the coach, but I'm not going to be a pushover like him either.
Fair enough. But what are you going to do about Triple H, Ric Flair, and Chris Jericho? I've taken about all I'm going to take from them. And if you don't do something about them, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. Look, regardless of how I feel about you, you won a title match at the Royal Rumble, and you're gonna main event WrestleMania. I don't like the idea of Ric Flair or Chris Jericho ruining Raw's biggest match of the year. So I'm gonna give you a chance to do something about it. I've made a first blood match for you tonight against your choice of either one of them. So who do you want to take out? I mean, take on.
Ok. E fu così che allora questa dovrebbe essere la penultima.
Well, guess who just sat down in the seat next to me? Raw's own interim general manager, Jerry the King Lawler. I didn't expect you to be out here for tonight's main event.
You know me, JR. I'm not cut out for a desk job. There's nowhere I'd rather be than behind this announce table, despite the fact that I have to share it with you. Besides, my last act as general manager tonight was to ban all other superstars from ringside, and I want to be able to enforce that if I have to.
Zan 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 zan. Ma è la penultima, perché poi ci sta lo scontro finale. Ci siamo.
Well, there's a man who certainly appreciates your efforts tonight.
Come on, JR. You know I didn't do it for him. I was protecting Raw's main event match at WrestleMania.
E fu così che la signor dopo tanto tempo abbandonò la nave. Bene così. Mi pare ovvio, Volpe, vedi, non dà più segni di vita. Che vuoi fa? Comunque, Volpe, stasera si fa... mi pare ovvio. Comunque, stasera si fa... Resident Evil, Quindi preparati, Dai.
Wow. You better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. People's TV screens cracking.
Fammi vedere. Ok, quindi posso anche usare
body on the line year after year to rise to the very top of this business.
Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion, JR. 16 times. There's all sorts of crazy stuff under the ring, and all of it can inflict a lot of damage on an opponent. Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest.
I don't think his attempt to get this crowd on his side is paying off.
He's not trying to get the crowd on his side, JR. He's letting everyone know that he's going to win this one, whether they like it or not.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. You've got to love Ric Flair. The Nature Boy doesn't let anything.
And it's been reversed.
I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented.
He's going to regret not following up here once he loses this match.
Come on, JR. This isn't something you do when you're worried about the outcome of the match. He knows he's got it in the bag. I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was. There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this business. I just think it's a shame that many of his accomplishments are based on cheating, deception, and underhanded tactics.
Haven't you ever heard the expression, the ends justify the means, JR? Ric Flair's held a world championship more times than any other superstar ever. You're telling me that that's not worth a little dirty dealing?
It's more like a little dirty dealing, King. There's a reason Flair's called the dirtiest player in the game.
Oh, come on, JR. That's just an expression. The only people who take that seriously are the ones who don't want to give the Nature Boy the credit. He reversed it. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
Devo trovare il modo.
Great strategy. Pick a body part and keep working on it.
And we're certainly seeing the results of that strategy now.
His opponent telegraphed that one. These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers. You're not going to get him with that one.
Devo fare per forza, non so quanto tempo ci vorrà, perché purtroppo questo è devo
Boy,
trovare.
when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that
E
far.
fu così che l'asino non rispose
SmackDown
più.
superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and John Cena losers, make sure you give me some warnings so I can get out of the way before you do it. I don't want to be a part of any of your trouble. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had to say that this match has exceeded them all.
So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King.
What a counter! I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
I think he's looking for a weapon, JR. That's a smart move.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King.
Vediamo
These
se riesco.
superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What?
Well, like it or not, this one's over.
Ragazzi, ci siamo. Signor, ci sta? È arrivato il momento. Il momento è arrivato. No, ancora no. Torno subito, raga,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Here we are just 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, and it looks like Triple H and his henchmen aren't done yet with the #1 contender. Aren't you going to do something about this, Mr. General Manager?
Now, JR, I told you, I'm not cut out for that corporate stuff. Mr. McMahon has appointed a new general manager, and he told me that we'll find out who it is later tonight.
Residing in Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit.
Allora, arrivo, Sì.
He's a slippery devil.
It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Maybe so. But one or two big moves could completely change the complexion of this match.
One.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
Vediamo.
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? What a counter! I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the
Signore, ci sta, è vivo o è
of seeing the
morto?
Raw
No, qui
Superstars
sarà vivo, sarà
perform
facendo
live.
qualche cosa.
He reversed it. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown.
4, 5.
These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise
Beh,
whatsoever.
chi mi fa la clip? Cioè, stavamo combattendo io e Chris Jericho e Triple H col calcio volante a gamba tesa, ciccato malamente.
That conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
3.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
5.
He countered that one perfectly.
6.
It looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this could be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No, but you're not going to do yourself much good in a match if you let yourself get bone tired either. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh,
Rope
JR!
break.
You can't go long without tapping out to this. Oh boy, these fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
He can't keep letting his opponent work the same area of his body.
That's a recipe for disaster for sure. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way.
No.
Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE.
A count of 2, and the referee's hand was coming down for the 3. And it's been reversed.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2.
He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
Vabbè, ho capito.
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. That's the match, JR. I could have watched it go even.
Mi spiace, caro Triple. Hey.
What a shot. Another 2-on-1 mugging by the game, and no one's doing a damn thing about it. Someone's got to take control of the situation, damn it, and I mean now. What the? That's Mankind. Here comes Mankind.
Mankind? Where did he come from? It's been years since that idiotic psychopath showed his mask around here.
He's a WWE legend. I have no idea why he's here, but I'd say his timing is impeccable.
There goes Triple H. What's going to happen now?
South? Jimmy Hart? I can't believe what I'm seeing.
This has gone on long enough. Like I said earlier, Mr. McMahon has an important announcement to make tonight, and he can't be happy that Jimmy Hart and Mankind have just invaded his ring.
Ever since the World Heavyweight title has returned to Raw, it's been nothing but chaos around here. Raw needs a general manager who can restore order. So by the power of Mr. McMahon and this megaphone, that person is none other than myself, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
What? You gotta be kidding me. That loudmouth Jimmy Hart is the Raw general manager? I knew I should have kept the job a few more weeks.
King, you said yourself that wasn't a job for you. Besides, Jimmy Hart has a long history in this business. He can make a fine general manager, in my view.
Now, Mankind, I want to thank you for showing up here tonight, 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. When Mr. McMahon made me the general manager, he warned me that I might need some muscle to keep order around here. And well, you were available. That's why I'm asking you to be the new sheriff of Raw, Daddy-O.
Jimmy Hart, when you asked me to sign up as sheriff, my first reaction was to respectfully decline your offer. After all, I've enjoyed a blissful retirement of boiler room maintenance, amateur taxidermy, and masterpiece theater. But having seen Raw over the last few weeks, I agree that it doesn't do this show any good to have the inmates run the asylum. And frankly, being somewhat of an authority on asylums myself, I know of what I speak. In fact, I have to agree with you that as an unstable, unpredictable, sadistic, 287-pound best-selling author with a bachelor's degree and 1.5 years, I'm perfectly qualified for the job. I accept. And as for you, you've got yourself a shot at the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. As a matter of fact, I've got great memories of main events like that myself. But you'll have to forgive me if I can't remember exactly whose they are. And next week, as a special sneak preview, you and I are going to have a tag team match against the very same SOBs we just cleared out of there. That is, if they have the testicular fortitude to get into the ring against even odds for a change. So as the new Sheriff of Raw, I've got 6 words for you. Or make that 5, including one with a hyphen I'd like to borrow from a certain prickly acquaintance of mine. Bang, bang! Have a nice day!
The new general manager of Raw is Jimmy Hart, and his new sheriff is Mankind. And he's going to partner up with a #1 contender next week. Can you believe it, King?
Normally, I'd trust Mr. McMahon's judgment, JR. But I think those two running Raw is a train wreck waiting to happen.
Ok. Ah signor, c'è sta, non c'è sta? Su, su, la voglio carica, carica, su, su. Ma che comportazione è questa? Io non lo so.
So let me get this straight. That demented walking hermit crab, Mankind, comes out of some dungeon, and Jimmy Hart makes him sheriff of Raw because he wants to end the chaos around here? That's like trying to put out a fire by dumping gas on it. Everyone in this arena knows that Mankind and I can't stand each other. It should be pretty obvious to Hart, Vince, and everyone else that Mankind's just a bitter, broken has-been who's taking advantage of an opportunity to sabotage my World Heavyweight title reign. So if those two think they can just come onto Raw and start ordering someone like me around,
Sorry to interrupt you, Triple H, but your little diatribe just seemed to beg this question. For a man who calls himself the Cerebral Assassin, I have to wonder how cerebral you really are. Seeing as how you've come out here to run your mouth about the new sheriff in town. And I hate to point out the obvious, but it seems that as of last week, Jimmy Hart is your new boss. And you can rest assured that the new boss ain't the same as the old boss.
so you think you impress me, Mankind? You think you scare me? I know you're about one concussion away from a lifetime pass to the nut house. So in case you've forgotten, let me remind you, I am a 10-time world champion.
No, I haven't forgotten. And I have to admit that it takes a special talent to win the title 10 times. Just like you must admit that it takes a special talent to lose it that many times. But since you like keeping track of stuff like that, you're in luck. You see, you're going to get a chance to add another loss to your record should you lose that title again at WrestleMania. You see, Triple H, Jimmy Hart saw the need to find a match that will not only keep your cronies out, but will keep you in. So I suggested a little match that I keep near and dear to my heart, not to mention my ruptured kidney, busted ribs, and the incisor that found its way through my upper lip and lodged itself in my nose for all the world to see. So in case you haven't guessed by now, let me spell it out for you. Your World Heavyweight title match at WrestleMania is going to be a Hell in a Cell. Have a nice day.
Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania? Oh my Lord.
Poor Triple H. What did he do to deserve this? Hart and Mankind are trying to sabotage him.
You can't do that. I'm the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm the greatest wrestler alive today. I'm
Mr. Socko. Mr. Socko. He stuck Mr. Socko right down the World Heavyweight.
Hai capito? Bravo, signor.
Somebody stop that idiot Mankind.
Triple H may have gotten more than he bargained for when he decided to challenge the authority of the new general manager and sheriff.
Poor Triple H. I hope he's okay.
He's going to have to be, King. The World Heavyweight title is on the line in a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania. And we're going to see a preview right here tonight.
Non lo so, perché il periodo in cui c'era lui io non lo seguivo. Sì, sì. No, anche 2000, non lo so. Bisogna leggere su internet.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 260 pounds,
Adesso non lo fa più perché oramai è vecchio.
And from Manhattan, New York, weighing in at 231 pounds, Chris Jericho.
Allora signor, non mi hai risposto a una domanda, ma visto che sto portando questo gioco, ti fa uno strano effetto o è sempre bello vederlo?
And the opponent from Long Island, New York, weighing 287 pounds, Mankind.
Oh,
And the tag team partner, residing in Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit.
quindi fa uno strano effetto vederlo da me, vederlo giocare da me. Why? Perché questo strano effetto? Ci deduca la sua affermazione. Guarda, non ti nascondo che è stato uno dei giochi a cui ho giocato tanto quando ero piccolo. Oddio, ragazzino. Si vede che non mi conosci abbastanza. Ma dov'è Volpe?
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. He's going up, JR. This could be big.
Te pareva che dovevi, maledette.
What a submission!
Voglia, signore.
It is that the hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. I can't believe he countered that one.
Vabbè, nel frattempo forza Mankind.
How much punishment will these superstars?
Sta giocando con Sharp Play da me. No. Ecco perché non sto scrivendo più. Ma sta lurcando.
I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring.
Eccolo.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? You know, JR, I racked my brains trying to think of a single flaw in Triple H, and I couldn't come up with anything. It's like he says, he really is the only diamond in this business.
I bet I can help you out there, man. He's arrogant. He's selfish and self-centered. He'll sacrifice anyone and anything to get what he wants. He's completely untrustworthy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on there, JR. I know you and the game have some personal history with each other, but that's no excuse to try to diminish his accomplishments.
I'd never try to do that. There's no doubt that Triple H has reached a level in this business that few others have.
Dai che vinciamo.
Potentially long ball.
One.
What a counter!
2. 3.
I thought I'd pick
No,
the winner
no.
before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King.
Aspetta, devo distrarre l'arbitro.
6.
Arbitro, vatti a fa un volo, va.
The referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity.
Ma perché tu vedi solo auto a prescindere, signor, dare le mazzate, giustamente. It's very normal, it's very normal.
All's fair. He's hooking the arms. Could it be?
It is! A modified DDT! You don't see a lot of superstars.
Vai, arbitro! Dai, te lo blocco io. No! Mannaggia! Ma quando è imbambalito l'arbitro! Oh, scusa, ho sbagliato.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place. He countered that one perfectly.
It looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this could be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No, but you're not going to do yourself much good in the match if you let yourself get bone tired either. Looks like he's trying for a pin here. No, no! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health
Ha
plan doesn't
fatto
include
strike.
vision. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
2. 1.
Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE.
These top rope moves
Ce l'ha
are
con me,
always
ce l'ha con me,
great
ce l'ha.
for better or worse.
1. 2.
I'd hate to be that referee,
3.
JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
4.
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
His opponent telegraphed that one. What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
There's the tag, JR. Oh boy, these fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for
E
their
te pareva chi
ticket,
doveva
and
fare
they
la
got
Wars
a
of
right to say
Jericho?
whatever they want.
Dai, mankind.
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Bravo.
Oh my gosh, JR. You can't go long without tapping out to this.
Oh, come on down. How about a little more wrestling and a little less posturing?
It's called adding insult to injury, JR, and I think it's great.
3.
Vabbè, signor, tu capisci un nome per un altro, mamma mia.
5.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand.
Dai, mancano.
I think you're right,
No.
King.
7.
These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
Ma che ne so, signor, tu... Ogni tanto dai qualche segno di cedimento.
Not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. We don't want people's TV screens cracking.
I don't think Benoit ever won any beauty contest, King. That's...
Watch out! He reversed it!
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
This is the perfect chance for a finisher. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
Ah, va. Vai Triple H. Vai arbitro.
He's going for the cover, JR.
1, 2. He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
Jericho's so in love with the sound of his own voice. Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King.
Perché?
He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
Io lo sapevo che tu mi rovinavi il golpe, perché era un ragazzo docile, tranquillo, me l'hai rovinato, maledetta a te.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next. His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's going to have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
No.
He can't keep letting his opponent work the same area of his body.
That's a recipe for disaster for sure.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid glove. You're not going to get him with that one. Boy, when you look at these superstars,
Grande
it really
arbitro.
drives home the fact that Raw is...
Vai arbitro. E 1, 2.
Is that?
No,
only 2.
Maledetto.
He saw that one coming.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. I think that in the future,
if you root around under the ring long enough, you're bound to find a weapon of some sort or another. 2.
Dai.
Look out! He's going crazy with that chair.
Oh, basta chiedere la vittoria. Basta chiedere la vittoria, vero signor? Dai, voglio fare l'ultimo così mi riposo. Ah, pure. Ma che comportazione è questa? Ma che... mi fa pur sbagliare. Allora, signore, siamo pronti per il finale, il gran finale. Dovrebbe essere finalmente, eh. Sì. È arrivato WrestleMania, signore e signori. Il gran finale, la resa dei conti. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's been one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. And the main event is about to begin. The World Heavyweight title is on the line in a cell. And this could be one of the slobber knockers to end all slobber knockers.
They're going to be talking about this one for years, JR. I can tell you right now, it's going to be an instant classic. I love WrestleMania.
Lo vedo molto carico, Chris. Ah, c'è anche Volpe. Beh, certo, vediamo. Ci andiamo a prendere il titolo.
And here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H. The 10-time champion seems determined as ever, regardless of his dust-up with Sheriff Mankind last week.
That's right, JR. He's still the game, and this is still WrestleMania. Triple H has gone into Hell in a Cell and survived before, and he can certainly do it again tonight.
Ci siamo. Volpe, signor, è arrivato il momento. Anche per Chris Benoit come Eddie Guerrero. Anche se me lo voglio rivedere il finale con Eddie, perché mi manca tantissimo. Allora, se non sbaglio, il quadrato bisogna... è il tasto per arrampicarsi. Ci siamo.
When I look at Triple H, all I see is lost opportunities. He's so talented and so intelligent that he could have made such a positive impact on the business. Instead, he decided that he'd rather win at all costs without any sense of honor or decency.
Listen to you, JR. Honor, decency. You sound like...
What a reversal.
Ci provo, Volpe.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as
Vabbè, se lo faccio
King.
cadere vinco
If they
facile.
can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn sure.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
You know, JR,
Mi pare ovvio, signor.
think of a single flaw in Triple H, and I couldn't come up with anything.
No, ehi, vieni
He's
qua.
not going to get caught with that one.
Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in... Watch out! He reversed it!
Perché per il fatto che sei disgraziata mi faresti pure la clip.
Home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker,
No,
Kurt
no,
Angle,
no.
and
Tifi
John
Triple
Cena
H.
losers,
C'ho
make
Volpe
sure you give me some
come...
warning so I can get out of the way before you do it. I don't want to be
Come
a part of any
tifo.
of your trouble.
Oh, boy. You might want to... I can't believe he countered that one. I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation. I think that in the future, superstars are going to talk about Triple H the way superstars from Triple H's generation talk about Ric Flair.
The idea that Triple H might potentially become a role model to the next generation turns my stomach, King. I hope to hell you're wrong.
Hope all you want, JR, but you know I'm right. Triple H has accomplished too much in his career to be called anything but a legend.
Io non ho fatto niente.
Sometimes I get exhausted just
Ha
watching
fatto
these
tutto
superstars
lui.
compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the... Oh, man! That's not the way you want to return to the ring. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
Io spero di prenderlo qua.
It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Maybe so. But one...
Non ce la posso fare. Non ce la posso fare. Non ce la posso fare. Non ce la posso fare.
Are two big moves to completely change the complexion of this match.
Vabbè.
It's matches like this that make this the greatest job
Signor,
in
ti
the
sei
world,
perso
JR.
un'altra clip, mi sa,
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Aspetta, guarda, guarda, guarda. Vieni qua Triple H.
Have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting a chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too,
Signori, un'altra caduta da parte di Triple H.
This is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR.
La macumba
You're trying to say that I'm old, are you?
No.
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1.
No.
So who do you think's going to win this match, JR?
No, poi me le devo vedere.
Poi
me le voglio vedere.
King. These superstars are so unpredictable that would be just about the most foolish thing I could possibly do.
Ma che iettatore.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match.
Oddio, vi prego. Vi prego.
They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
Cioè, tutto rosso, tutto rosso.
I'm so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was to have a champion who was utterly devoted to the business and to the fans, and who always went out to that ring and gave 110%.
Mi sa proprio di sì, Volpe.
I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King.
Boom, boom. E sono 4.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for
No.
the WWE
Boom.
fans. Without them, there'd
Don't
be no
sbagliato io.
WWE. He's a slippery devil.
Oh my gosh, this could be the finisher.
No, un'altra volta.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR.
No.
If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
Boom. Ma non mi ricordo quale caspita di
I've been
tasto
looking
è.
forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into
Vabbè,
it.
fammi
That's for
chiudere,
sure.
va.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they
È
can
passato
afford it,
già
JR?
tanto tempo.
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, Jay.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
No, vabbè, poi me le voglio rivedere le clip. Queste sono proprio da mettere nella compilation tua, signor. Dai, dai.
Champion like Triple H, and on the grandest stage in sports entertainment. Look, it's Triple H. He's climbing up the side of the cage. I've got a bad feeling about this, JR.
My God, what on earth can the game have in mind?
Sì.
Survive that.
This is going to be the shortest title reign on record. There's no way our new champion is getting up from that. And someone call a doctor for Triple H.
Well, you better call a veterinarian, because he's an animal. He's up. He just took a 20-foot fall, and he's on his feet.
He's either the luckiest superstar I've ever seen, or the toughest, or maybe both.
And he's not going to miss this moment for all the world. What a moment! What a WrestleMania! What a champion!
Allora. Dai, sono contento che vi sia piaciuto il finale. Ok. Allora, abbiamo concluso SmackDown vs Raw 2006. Allora ragazzi, io sono contento di aver portato questo titolo retro, visto che fa parte della mia infanzia, più che infanzia adolescenziale. Sono contento di averlo portato, di aver condiviso questo gioco con voi, e immagino che grazie a voi, e soprattutto per le risate che ci ha fatto vivere Triple H con i suoi voli, e che la signor ha gentilmente onorato con tanto di clip. Sono veramente contento. Allora ragazzi, visto che ho promesso che domenica prossima faremo Need for Speed, quindi questo verrà archiviato e messo tra i titoli completati. Io mo facciamo aspettare intanto il titolo di coda. Allora lo so. Comunque stasera comunque vi ridò appuntamento perché c'è il Resident Evil che ci aspetta, quindi vi aspetto. Mi raccomando, io mo mi vado a rincitrullire con Village da solo. Anzi, vediamo chi c'è in live, va. Così radiamo qualcuno. Allora, va bene. Allora, accettate o rifiutate Lilac, la ragazza dove vi ho portato, se non sbaglio, sia quando ho fatto il ride, anche perché comunque devo ricambiare il ride. Volete che vi porto da lei? Ma quelli per me non contano. Ah, quindi sta anche startando, quindi siamo anche fortunati. Sta anche startando la live. Comunque, allora aspettiamo. Allora signor, sei contenta che domenica prossima torneranno i motori? Tu pensa che cioè da questa settimana ci sta Need for Speed 2015, Project Cars, The Run, e poi non dire che io non porto mai giochi di guida. Che comportazione è questa? Io non lo so. Aspetto finisce qua così almeno. Per la musica? Su YouTube dici? Allora, è stata mutata solo la parte iniziale. Però quando c'è stata la pausa pranzo e quando mi sono un attimo allontanato, no, ci sta la musica. Allora, ragazzi, idem. Allora ragazzi, io vi porto da Lilac, che sta facendo in questo, vabbè, sta ancora startando, quindi è in pre-live. E ragazzi, noi ci vediamo più tardi con Resident Evil 3 Remake, grazie a voi. E così continuiamo la saga e vi farò notare dei collegamenti. Quindi in campana. Detto ciò, ragazzi, io vi auguro una buona serata, un buon proseguimento e ci vediamo più tardi. Ovviamente ringrazio anche chi è passato in live, a prescindere, anche chi ha lurcato e tutti quanti. Ragazzi, fate i bravi, mi raccomando, che ve se vuole bene. Ciao!